Am I in the wrong for forcing my brother to live in his own filth after he trashed my house and refused to clean up after himself? I'm so done with my brothers. They're all sloppy, lazy messes. Growing up, we had this super traditional setup where the girls, me included, were stuck cleaning and washing dishes practically from the minute we could toddle, while my brothers just sat there doing zilch. Now, as adults, they can't even figure out how to turn on a washing machine. I'm still pissed about how I basically had to raise my own dad, too. Holidays and weekends were a joke. My brothers and him sprawled out, chilling, while the women scrubbed everything. Even Christmas was a slap in the face. They'd be playing with their new toys, and I'd be elbow deep in dishwater before I could even touch mine. I don't buy the whole "I was never taught" excuse anymore. We're grown-ups now. YouTube and Google exist. Figure it out. I taught myself how to patch drywall, change a tire, swap out oil, all that guy stuff I was never shown, so why can't they? My one brother just got kicked out by his girlfriend right after she had their first kid because he wouldn't lift a finger to help. Baby's barely here, and he's already useless. So he's been crashing with me, and I've been making him pull his weight. When he first showed up, my clean, peaceful house turned into a freaking pigsty overnight. This dude would spit sunflower seeds on my floor, stash half-eaten food and dirty dishes all over, stick chewed gum behind a coffee maker, literally 2 feet from the trash can, hide snack wrappers everywhere, smoke on my toilet, and mash cigarettes out on the tile, which is extra infuriating since I told him no smoking inside. I don't even smoke. And toss his nasty clothes anywhere, even the living room. He'd order takeout just for himself, eat at the table, then leave the mess for me like I'm his maid. Stuff from the fridge, left out on the counter, sometimes with the door wide open. I'm not kidding. I found maggots 3 times because of his garbage. I flipped out and gave him an ultimatum: shape up or get out. He started helping, but it was like he was trying to piss me off more. He'd load bowls in the dishwasher upside down so they'd fill with gross water, mop with the same stinky bucket for days until it reeked like death, toss his laundry in the washer and leave it for me to finish, put away food by chucking it in the fridge and spilling crap everywhere. The worst? He put an open syrup bottle upside down on the top shelf, coated the whole fridge in sticky mess that took me hours to scrub. Then he'd smirk and go, "I'm trying, you're just mean." Yeah, right. I hit my limit. I couldn't just ditch him on the curb, he's family sort of, so I split the house. The cabinets had locks from the old owners, so I grabbed him some cheap Goodwill dishes and banned him from mine. Now he's stuck with his own filthy plates. I told him anything left on the floor, clothes, whatever, gets one day, then it's trash. Same with his dishes. He'd let them mold in the sink otherwise. I locked my bathroom. He's got the creepy basement one, and I'm not touching it. If his laundry sits in the washer over 8 hours and I need it, I dump it wet on his bed. Trash lying around? On his bed. Takeout leftovers he abandons? I let him rot, then toss them. Though twice he's eaten overnight spoiled food just to glare at me, and both times he got sick. His funeral. He wrecked my fridge again with an upside-down juice carton, lid half on, ruining everything inside. I mopped it with towels, then dumped them and all my spoiled food on his bed before locking the fridge too. He's raging, says I'm terrorizing him. I told him I was forced to play mom to him and our brothers growing up, but never got the power to actually teach them anything. They treated me like a live-in maid my whole childhood, and I'm done parenting them now. Some lessons hurt to learn, and I'm not coddling a grown-ass man who can't shut a fridge door. Am I the asshole here? Mini update. Same day, holy crap, I opened Reddit tonight and nearly fell over 700 plus notifications. So, quick update. Things exploded today. I had an early shift at work and a Dungeons and Dragons session. I was demang at 6. I practically begged my brother to keep the living room decent while I was out. Came home, and it was a war zone. Worse than ever. He'd even spilled a cup of milk on the floor, and just left it there like it was nothing. I lost it. Completely snapped. I grabbed the milk jug and chucked it at his head, missed, thank God, and screamed, "Get out," over and over until my throat hurt. He tried puffing up at first, but when he saw how done I was, he backed off fast. Stormed out, but not before slamming the door so hard he busted a hinge. I had to fix it later. I mopped up the milk, canceled Dungeons and Dragons with a quick group message, and then saw all your replies. You guys gave me some real talk last night that clicked. This had to end now. I was gonna give him a few weeks to bounce, but that milk on my new floor? Nope, that was it. He's gone. No clue where, and honestly, I don't care anymore. Thanks for the push. This community's a lifesaver. Update post, March 19th, 2025. 4 days later. Hey everyone. This thing's blown up so much, even off Reddit, that I figured I'd fill you in on what's happened since I last posted. Buckle up, it's a lot. First off, tons of you asked why I even let this clown into my house. Looking back, I'm asking myself the same thing. Growing up in that toxic mess left deeper scars than I thought. I've come a long way since ditching that life, but clearly I've still got some baggage to unpack. For context, my family was part of this hardcore, old-school Mormon offshoot, not the chill modern kind. Gender roles were ironclad. Girls didn't wear pants, and asking a guy to clean was like asking the sun to set in the east. If you complained about the men being slobs, you'd get side-eyed at church, like you were possessed. It's laughable now, but back then, it was my whole world. I left the church and that town years ago, and I've rewired a lot of my thinking, but this mess with my brother shows I've still got some old habits, like feeling responsible for fixing their crap, that I need to work through, probably with a therapist. Now, the update. He's out for good. If you missed it, the day after my first post, I came home to another disaster. Milk splattered on the floor, just sitting there. That was my breaking point. I yelled until I was hoarse. He trashed my door on the way out, and that was that. Turns out, he shacked up with some new girlfriend. A 19-year-old he met right after she turned 18, on her first legal bar night. I'm floored because he just had a baby this month with his ex of 8 years, and now he's bailed on both her and the kid without a second thought. What a gem. Our mom texted me, bawling, asking where he went. I told her I'm past caring. I did try warning this new girl, messaged her and her mom, out of worry for her, not him. Didn't go great. She blocked me, called me nuts, and her mom said her hands are tied since the girl's an adult. Fair enough. Beyond hoping she's safe, I'm washing my hands of his drama and anyone in the family who keeps enabling him. I'm shifting gears now. I've been hanging out with his ex and their baby niece. She's adorable, and it's nice to be there for them. I'm also taking care of myself. Got some weird moles I need checked out soon. This whole ordeal's been a wake-up call, and all your advice has been a huge help. Thanks for having my back.